OK， 凯奇，你看啊，这个老师画橙色的线的呢，那个是 pause 来的，那个就是你要停一下子的。然后老师画红色的呢，那个就是 stress 咯。stress 的意思就是说你要读长一点，然后读出力一点，OK，然后呢，等一下我们读的时候呢，如果有些地方你要生气的话，你就要有那种生气的 emotion 咯。如果是害怕的，你就要有害怕的 emotion；如果是失望，你就要有失望的 emotion，OK？、所以我一段一段读给你听啦，然后你可以参考看看啊。OK，继续 OK，start。A poor little girl was traveling through a forest with her master and mistress. Suddenly, robbers came out from the bush and murdered everyone. Everyone perished except the girl because she jumped out of the carriage and hid herself behind a tree. After the robbers left, she came forth and wept bitterly and said, "What can I do now? I do not know the way to get out. I'll most certainly starve to death." She wandered in the forest but could not find anyone. When evening fell, she was tired and sat down under a tree. A little white dove flew up to her with a key in its beak. It dropped the key in her hand and said, "There is a large tree with a little lock over there. You can open it with this key and find enough food to fill your hungry stomach." She went to the tree and found a lot of food. She was satisfied and she said, "How I wish I can lie down in my bed to have a good rest." Then the little dove flew to her again and bring another key. It said, open that tree over there and you will find a bed." She opened it and found a beautiful white bed. Immediately she lay down and fell asleep. Then one day the little dove came and said, "Will you do me a favor?" OK， 看到这里呢，我们这里你后面读完，你后面的声音要拉高，因为它是问题来的。OK， 所以你不要读 "Will you do me a favor"， 不要，你拉高 "Will you do me a favor"？OK， 然后这个是回答 ，OK， 所以你回答的时候呢，你的音结尾的时候要低的。Gladly, with all my heart, said the girl. OK， 所以你这里呢，我觉得你的 emotion 很好啦，你读的时候，OK， 你这里你要读得开心咯。OK， 老师也不是会很厉害故事演讲啦，OK， 可是老师看你读的 emotion 都很好，所以这里你只是听我的发音罢了啦，OK。Gladly, with all my heart, said the girl. Then the little dove said, "I will lead you to a little house where an old woman sits by the fireplace. Do not answer her, no matter what she might do. There is a room with all kinds of beautiful rings lying on a table. Do not take any of them, but just the simplest one. Bring it to me as quickly as you can." The girl went into the little house. An old woman was sitting there. When she saw the girl, she looked angrily at her and said, "Good day, my child." The girl did not answer, but ran towards the room. OK， 所以你读到这里的时候呢 ，OK， 这个 did not answer 可能你可以读的比较轻一点哦，因为是比较鬼鬼祟祟的那种感觉嘛。然后这里呢就是突然间跑，所以这里你可以大声哦。来 ，The girl did not answer。answer 这个是要 stress。The girl did not answer, but ran towards the room。OK， 所以你这里你可以有一点 contrast 啦 ，OK。OK， 然后这个是那个old woman 讲的话，所以你要生气一点咯。Where are you going? Cried the old woman and grabbed her skirt, trying to hold her. She said, "This is my house, and no one can go inside the room." The girl kept quiet and ran into the room directly. There were many shining rings on the table. She stirred through them to look for the simplest one, but she could not find it. While she was searching, she saw the old woman sneak by, trying to run away with a bird cage. The girl snatched the cage from her hand. She saw a bird with a simple ring in its beak inside the cage. She took the ring and happily ran out of the house into the forest. She thought that the little white dove would come and get the ring, but it did not. Then she leaned against a tree to wait for the dove. As she stood there, the tree suddenly became soft and was letting its branches down. OK， 这里呢就是会比较舒服的感觉，对不对？所以你读的时候，你的声音可以 soft 一点咯。OK， continue. Slowly, the branches wrapped themselves around her and turned into two arms. The girl turned around and saw that the tree had slowly transformed into a handsome man. The man embraced her tenderly. He said, "You have freed me from the power of the old woman. She is a wicked witch. I'm a prince. She had turned me into a tree, and for a few hours every day, I was a white dove. As long as she has the ring, I could not regain my human form." His servants and horses were freed from the magic spell. Then they traveled to his kingdom, get married, and lived happily ever after. The moral of the story is, a good heart can earn good rewards. We should help others when they are in trouble. Thank you. 所以你看呢，这个我涂红色的 stress 呢，这是给你参考不了啦 ，OK。So 你可以改编的 ，OK 是没有错的 ，Alright。就每个人读的时候呢，我们每个人会选择 stress 不同的字的 ，OK。可是那个 pause 就大概是在那边咯。然后你注意看，最主要是你要听那一些那一些pronunciation，OK。好像这个字是读，等下这个字是读 traveling， 然后呢这个字还有什么字啊？我看一下，还有这个不是读 sad， 是读 sad，OK sad。还有一个最主要的这个不是读 dove， 这个是读 dove，OK。所以你再读多一次看，你再读多几次看看，然后你再给我看 ，OK。